Hello everyone! Welcome back to another live stream here on the Twitch. The TV / the Xisuma on Hermitcraft. Chopping wood. Oh yeah. We got some resource collecting to do because today we're going to do a whole bunch of building. It's going to be fun. It's going to be grand. It's going to be wonderful. I've had a lot of inspiration the last few days and not enough time. But I've started making some headway on some new well, I say new, finishing off the already, thank you, established projects that we have on the season. So if you haven't been around hearing me waffle about it, basically I'm trying to tie up all loose ends and then we're going to focus on loglands. Especially with new logs coming to the game soon, the timing is perfect. Billman68, thank you for the bananas in the Cosmos, Pugif, Schneiner, Veriti, Drew Dude, Diablo66, Avo the Hermitcraft fan. Welcome to the stream. You're a fan of Hermitcraft? Me too. Hermitcraft is awesome. Big fan. Big fan. I am a fan of Hermitcraft. As well as a member. Sleepy Peanut, thank you for 84 months, my dude. Hey, so happy to catch you. Oh, glad to have you here. Glad to have you here. I've been looking forward to this stream since before yesterday. Since I decided the next stream will be Friday. And the stream after that will be Sunday. And the stream after that will be Tuesday. So we got a lot to do, chat, and if you're going to be here with me on the rides, there's one thing I want you to, two things I want you to remind me of, is that we need to add more of Jevin's maps to our base, and we need to do a mural at spawn. Those are our two side quests that need to get done. The main event is the building that you're going to see real soon. Now, how much of this stuff do I actually need right now? I think I've probably got enough for what we're going to do today. I wish I had a little bit more time to prep today as well. I literally have just been in a rush because I had to change my plans today, and then you know how it goes. You're just always one step behind. But we're here. We're finally here. It's time to chill out, relax, hang out, drink a cup of tea. I got one. You know that. You know that. You know me by now. Sleepy Peanut says, not a dude. If I said dude, I say dude in a... there's a word here that I really like, but it's not... I was going to say platonic. It's not quite what I mean. What's like that non-gendered word? That's sort of neutral. I don't know. No, it's still not quite the right term. I know there's a term that's perfect. Like... My brain is so bad these days, it's like, it'll tell me there's a great word for this, but it won't tell me what the word is. Dude is gender neutral. Yeah, gender neutral is not the term I was thinking of, but it sort of says the same kind of thing. Sleepy Peanut says, I get what you mean, dude. Sorry, I added in the word for a laugh. Dude/bro is gender neutral. I don't know about bro, but like guys, here in the UK, people say guys a lot, and you sort of say it to a crowd of people, which includes women too. So, like the way we use language kind of gets distorted and twisted a bit with time, right? Not that means anything negative, just that's the way it is, right? Meanings change. No, there's a really nice word for it. I just can't think of what it is. Nialma's pointed out that we're listening to the Factorio music. Yeah, we got a new soundtrack, like 12 hours of music. Absolutely incredible. Let's check out what's in here. It's the other X. The one we named the season after. Right, Cobbled Deep Slate. This is, these are some outdated notes. I've since changed my build palette tremendously. The basalt I want is not that type, is it? No. I want that box. I want to find one with basalt in it. In it, bruv. That's the one I want. Oh, it won't let me have it. Then I don't have any tough. Ugh, I need some tough. Is there a... Wait, there is a tough shop. It's got teeth. Tough teeth. So I might go grab some from the shop if it's cheap. Otherwise, I'll mine some. So yeah, basalt, mud. Oh, I really don't want to get this wrong off of memory. I'm gonna load a second account and go double check something. I should have prepped this before the stream. Hey everyone, how's everyone's Friday? Says Wayford. Mine's going okay. I mean, how does it matter? The person hear what they want to hear, says Mellow Gurg. They can hear what they can hear whatever they want to hear, but I want to express using a word that I like. But I don't know, it's just not coming to me today. Let me double check this isn't on stream. Yeah, okay. No spoilers, no spoilers. Dev says, what's your favourite word? I don't know about having a favourite. Jeez, that's my favourite word. Yeah, it was tough, then andesite, and then something that I can make at loglands that I probably don't have a lot of. So grab that. So we need that tough, we need the andesite, and then we need... It'll be here somewhere. Really wish I had those icons. Not enough of the tough that we want. Yeah, there's not a lot of what we want there. Okay, that's fine. I probably need another box of this. In fact, let's put these back because they look nice and pretty. Yep, we'll do that, and then we'll take one of those. Okay, so back to Loglands to drop some stuff off. Smelt some stuff, actually. You can use Peak instead, says Penelope. I don't think I can. The whole thing with the shulker box display is that I set it up in a very particular way that I felt was Minecrafty and that I liked. And I don't really want to do it the way some other people have decided to do it. So Peak, the way Peak does it, it's not really how I like it. It puts like text on the box and stuff, and it doesn't feel Minecrafty to me. It feels more like modded Minecraft, where stuff is a bit like stitched onto the game without much consideration for how Minecraft already has like an aesthetic way. Yeah, what the heck? Oh, you absolute donkey. No, okay. I thought I put in stone and stone couldn't be smelted. That's fine. That's fine. That's not the problem because it can be smelted. I don't have to go around and pull them all out now, but there's that. Also, dumping a batch of items in and then deciding to do another one probably messes with some of the redstone because there's always edge cases, right? There's always edge cases. I think we're going to need more than that in the long run, so let's go ahead and chuck in another batch. There you go. Right, so all of that will do its thing over here now. And I think, 8 minutes in, it's time to sip some tea and have a chat while we wait for the items to smelt. Your personal goal for next year is for Soulside Eclipse to be my most listened to thingy on YouTube, says Willow Gaming. I mean, I like this goal. I encourage you to achieve it. Thank you. Thank you for listening to my music, dude. That's awesome. We got a raid rolling in, Richard Thornton. Thank you so much, my dude. Welcome once again. I believe you've raided me before. Welcome all the raiders. You're joining us at the very beginning of a stream where we're going to do some really cool building, and I'm just gathering some resources for that. Average AAA batteries. You're currently at a doctor's appointment and watching these streamers really calmed your nerves. You know what? I've got a video that's going to come out on Xisuma Says that would be just perfect for that. I'm going to give you the short of it. It touches on a topic called reframing, which is where we look at our emotional reactions to things, and we compare them to a perspective that is worse off than our own. So, like, imagine living in the past where, you know, 300 years ago, and what were doctors doing back 300 years ago? It ain't nowhere near as good as it now. Like, we have problems. We need, you know, we have health problems. We need to go to the doctor and stuff. But sometimes we forget that in the past, we didn't have access to that. We didn't have as much of the good stuff that we have now. Now, I'm not trying to say you shouldn't be worried or whatever. I'm just saying thinking like that might calm you a little bit. It might help you go, oh, hang on a minute. The fact that I can go to the doctor in this day and age, that's an incredible thing. Anyway, it's going to be edited and probably published either tomorrow or Sunday. It depends on what Sky's up to. But again, another Xisuma Says video where something came up that I felt was valuable. Oh, this wasn't supposed to come with me. Actually, I might use that on the inside of the build, so I'll take it with me. Yeah, a topic came up on Xisuma Says. Rather than just clip it, I sat down today and wrote a script for it, and it let me really articulate the thoughts. And it's going to be a short video. It's probably going to be like a 3-minute video, but I think it'll be really helpful for people. And that's exactly what I want to do on that channel. So I'm just saying it out loud to remind myself, yes, this is what I wanted to do. And you'll see that too. 2 diamonds per stack. I would probably go mine some myself, but since I want to get started today, I think 4 stacks should get us rolling. Thank you very much, Joe. Do you know what would have been the most Joe Hills thing ever right then? Is that if he were online and I didn't realize it, and then all of a sudden I heard, oh, thank you, Xisuma, or whatever. Where's my tools? Where's my toolbox? I think I know where it is. We'll check in a second. That gives us the 4 air quotes base materials that we are after. Ironically, it's for the second part of building that we're going to do today. Peeps, I cannot express how many times I've logged on just really inspired lately. It's been so cool. I love the Xisuma Says channel. It's fun and sometimes sad, says Thorn Seeks Rocks. Interesting words to describe it. I'm glad that you like it. I'm glad that you like it. I wouldn't have thought fun and sad would be the first things I would... Oh, where did I leave my tools? Wait, are they on me? Nuts. I gotta go in search of them now. That's an inefficient start. Okay, I was supposed to have 2 boxes of stone. Well, I've goofed again. Goofed again. Goofed again. Let's update our notes. This is starting to be really useful now. So, a box of stone, tools. That's good. That's good. Right, look at this. Shapes first. The Pearlio way. I'm going with shapes first. Which reminds me, I do actually have more blocks to collect. And I'm glad I remembered. Orange / sand and yellow. I will know all what this means. Okay, so I don't have any of the right things here right now. That's fine. Those go in here. Mud is for this project. So we've got mud, we've got these 2, and the basalt is the other one. Okay, we're on top of that. Now we've got to go find the tool chest. Love that, Eggs. It sounds interesting. Yeah, go subscribe to Xisuma Says and catch that video if anyone's liked the sound of that. See, the way I articulate it on a screen, you get the point, but the video will be much clearer, much more helpful. Penelope says, I want a coffee, but I feel it's a bad idea at 4 PM. Yeah, now's not the time to be drinking caffeine. It'll just mess with your body's rhythm and sleep and stuff. Also, I'm convinced that I am... Well, I know I'm an addict. I just... As much as I'm an addict, like, it's over the simpler stuff these days. Like getting addicted to a computer game or something like caffeine. Hey, Pearlio, welcome in! Pearl, you are the inspiration of today's build, so let me explain. Let me explain. First of all, though, we're hopelessly wandering around getting distracted trying to figure out where stuff is. Is any of this useful for today? I think some of this is. I see some tough blocks. I didn't think of using dark oak in my palette. That's fine. Okay, we've got to go check loglands. I must have left it over there because I must have put it on the ground somewhere for chopping trees, right? And then we've started this stream after I've logged out. And so I haven't thought to pick it up because that's something that I did yesterday when I was playing. There you go. See? I did this yesterday. Now it all makes sense. That's there. We're back in order. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone, to the stream. I see lots of you tuning in. So, I've been super inspired lately to do some building and stuff. And the person that I want to learn from is Pearl. Because I've talked about this before. The way I look at Pearl's builds, it feels like shape and color are like quite distinctive attributes. With some other types of builds, there's, you know, like a focus on detail or a certain vibe. And with Pearl's, it always comes off as like shape and color. And so I want to start with a shape and then give it color. At least that's how I'm going to try and approach what we're going to do today. So, it's going to be an interesting road to go down because I'm definitely stepping outside of my comfort zone, but it's kind of fun. It's kind of exciting. Right, so I needed some orange concrete powder. You know, I'll take the whole box with me because I'm just going to end up using glass and other stuff, and then I need yellow, so... Okay, no concrete powder, but I can make some when we're out and about. And the other blocks that went with that, because I've demoed up some stuff. Somewhere here there should be red sand. Yeah, basically I have to go get some, as well as terracotta for a different build, so we're going to go grab those materials. And I made notes, right? We've sorted out that. I need to get some more stone for the build. This is what I call being organized. So we need to go to a desert, but we know that now, so we're going to do all of this. So we're going to go to the desert, and we're going to get terracotta and orange sand. That will allow us to work on our two builds today. We're doing two different builds. They're both related to each other. They're cousins. Let's have a sip. Xisuma discovered the design process, says Sephi Russian Nerd. I mean, it's not that I discovered the design process. I've been designing stuff for a long time, both aesthetically speaking and technically speaking, i.e. redstone. What we're doing today is we're finding new territory to move into. That's sort of the idea. I'm going to build this without it being complete. Something that I tend to do is I try to build like straight to something that's complete. Whereas we're just going to build the front today and then take it from there like a step at a time. So I started to map out around the side here, but I wasn't sure of how it's aligning up and stuff. So, do you know what? I still need these materials now to think about it. I need to go grab some cobbled deep slate because the part of the structure over here is going to be built on top of some bulging rock like that. But I don't think we have to prioritize that. Let's put it down here. Got to remember to come back round to that. Okay, so two of the colors on this build are going to be yellow and orange. We're really going to lean into that. And it's a potion factory, so you can probably do some mathematics and figure out why those things are connected. Okay, andesite goes over here. Yeah, we had a... It's not a crazy amount of mud, but it'll do. Got a chest for those. This, by the way, this music that we're listening to, like, I didn't really know if it would fit the vibe or not. I just really liked it when we were playing Factorio. I gotta say, it's probably kind of the wrong vibe, but that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so remember, we got to take a trip to the desert. But behind me is the build that's inspired by Pearl. I'm gonna try and like, you know, go with shape first, texture it, and then see where it takes us. The build over here is just something that popped into my mind's eye. I just started building. It was just, I could just see everything that's in front of you, and so I've been building it. It's a stadium, obviously, and it's got a ways to go. Around the back, we're going to put terracotta. When it comes to the roof, I've been umming and ahhing between two different ideas. I messed around with building a roof out of quartz in creative, where the roof was kind of like, if you imagine a white tent and a pole in the middle of it, and how it would sort of droop. I was trying to recreate that stuff, and it looked okay. But I think I might go with a more traditional roof because I don't have enough quartz to do all of this, and I also don't think the roof kind of fits the temperature of the build. So we're going to do some of this today as well. I think we'll do a little bit more right now, and then we'll go to the desert and gather some stuff. So I got some of that. Oh, no, I need to go get brown wool. Oh, I knew I should have prepared. And I got to make brown concrete. Yeah, I need some sand to make gravel. Okay, we need to go to the desert straight away, basically. Which is why I got a couple of empty shulker boxes for collecting stuff. You've heard purple is good for roofs, says Maddie. I don't think it will be good for the theme we got going on over there. Snow Chris is here for 9 months. Twitch, baby, right there. Thank you so much for using... Oh, it wasn't a Prime, it was a regular one. Thank you for the regular subscription, my dude. Also, Wandering Mask here with a donation saying, thank you for streaming, sir. I have some anxiety stuff going on today, and your streams will help me ground myself. I'm glad they can help, and I'm sorry I missed your dono. I didn't hear the noise in my ear. Yeah, I'll elaborate on what I was saying earlier then about reframing. Reframing is like taking your current situation and comparing it to essentially one that is worse, but from a place of rationality, like just thinking about how fortunate we are to live in this day and age compared to a few hundred years ago, which most of humanity had to live through. I've autopiloted to the wrong portal, haven't I? And you know, whatever it is you're suffering with, we tend to... Is it this one over here? I've kind of forgotten where the portal is. I think it's this one. Yeah, we tend to deal with like higher concepts these days. Maslow's pyramid of needs came to mind. And if you've ever looked at Maslow's pyramid of needs, if something you're worrying about is further up, it's not to diminish the value of what you're worrying about. It's to ask yourself, is this worth like this level of suffering? So if you're worrying about, you know, like it puts creativity at the top of the pyramid. So all these other cares are taken care of, and like you've got some creative endeavor, and maybe it's not going to plan. You're starting to worry and get upset about it, and then you can kind of step back and go, hang on a minute, like, do I need to be worried about this compared to worried about not knowing where your next meal's coming from or something like that? And it just, sometimes it helps to put it in that perspective. It's not to diminish the value of the thing you're worrying about. It's just sometimes to realize that to worry is to suffer twice. And as we ascend Maslow's pyramid of needs, our worries don't go away. They come with us. So like once your food's taken care of, now you're worrying about the next thing, right? So that there's in some ways there's like never an end to it. And so that, for me, that just means, oh, worrying itself is like something that we just slip into doing. It's like not actually relative. Let's get our backpack and sleep in the bed. So yeah, one of the examples I thought of was just like, usually I get a bit well, I used to, not so much anymore because I have this technique of thinking about it, but sometimes I get like really stressed out. I'm going somewhere for a day out or whatever, and oh, I don't want to be late for the train, and what if this goes wrong, and what if that goes wrong? And then I'm like, hang on a minute. Like, it's amazing that we have trains to get us to places, to do things that for thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of years humanity could never even dream of doing. Like, there's a lot that's incredible about living in this time and age, and it feels like worry just comes along for the ride sometimes, you know? So I think I used to be a very worrisome, anxious person, And thanks to going through some therapy and like working with these ideas, I am way less worrisome and anxious these days. Even with like some really important consequential stuff, I kind of have this mindset of you know, focus, concentrate, give it your best. But like if you're gonna worry about it, you're just gonna multiply your suffering. Zoomy Paw, thank you ever so much for subscribing. Really appreciate it, my dude. Welcome to the stream. Now, I've probably got enough of this stuff, actually, for what we want to do today. And I do really not want to spend the whole stream never quite getting to it, because that would be the most typical thing. So, let's clock that. Now we're going to go get a few stacks of terracotta. I think the beacon range kind of, like, expires somewhere around here. Don't stress yourself out over things you can't control. Yeah, that sometimes is another helpful tool if it's out of your control, you know. You can't influence it, you can't change it. You know, worrying therefore doesn't lead to any action that would change it, right? So why worry? What is this background music? I can't get it. It's the Volcanus soundtrack from Factoria. I got to admit, it's not the right vibe. I think I might change it. I really liked it when we were on the planet, but it just doesn't suit the Minecraft vibe that much. Let's try Space. And I'll also put on the playlist today Gleba. I think Gleba's got some fun music. Slap that on there. We're experimenting, we're learning. Classic stoicism. Stoicism, yes. Yeah, very stoic. You know, philosophy, viewpoint, whatever you want to call it. Inaction is sometimes the correct action. Yep, that's true. And sometimes making no decision is worse than making a decision, right? These are all just things you need to consider. Change it to getting over it music. Getting over it music? What does that mean? What are we getting over here? Oh, you love the background music. I'm sorry. I honestly, I wasn't quite feeling it as much as I love the music. Sometimes when I come to Minecraft, I'm full of inspiration, and that music is a little bit more moody for me, which I don't mind, but sometimes you just want something that's got a spark about it. So we'll try a different part of the soundtrack now. Right, that'll be enough terracotta for me to get the job done, I think. We'll get a fraction more, then we've got to get sand, and then we're out of here. Normally, my attitude to coming out and gathering resources is to, like, get an absolute bulk of stuff that will last you, like, ages. But right now, I really want to build, so... We'll kind of just take the reasonable amount that'll get us through the day. Let's say that. There you go. That is going to serve us well. Now we want some sand. Getting over it is a game about getting frustrated and soldering in regardless. Right. Yeah, so we're talking about the soundtrack of another game. Games often have really, like, palatable soundtracks. And they're often, like, good for streaming because, you know, today, streaming games, developers want that. They want the content creator ecosystem to create content around their game because it drives the popularity of the game and sales, etc. There was a time when that was a big no-no. And I've noticed that because of that, lots of game soundtracks are just music that you can stream, and there's not some company trying to claim copyright on it because they don't want to copyright strike people playing their game, right? Portal, Minecraft, Stardew Valley, and Terraria are some of your favorite soundtracks. I think most of our favorite soundtracks will be related to what games that we played a lot, because I believe that repetition helps you really get into music. I've got a few soundtracks on my playlists that I haven't actually taken that route, where it's like I've just obtained this through one means or another and listened to it anyway without playing the game, and that to me is a really good sign if you get into something like without that excessive repetition. You can also play Celeste music too. Yes, we actually play the Celeste soundtrack from time to time. I haven't played that one in a long while. So that's a game where I literally have never touched the game, barely know anything about it, but the soundtrack is utterly amazing. By the way, today I found out that the new update of Minecraft, the new drop, sorry, has a soundtrack with it, but none of that music's been added into the game, interestingly. And they haven't announced or made a big deal out of it, so it's kind of a bit of a strange one to have a new soundtrack. The original Age of Empires 2 OST is still good. That one, I played a little bit of Age of Empires recently. I don't really recall the soundtracks standing out to me. Dev says, "Well, there's new music. Didn't know that." Yeah, that's kind of the point of what I'm saying. Like they haven't barely promoted this new music. It's kind of strange. I don't think it's actually in the game. They just added some new music, like a soundtrack for the update. It's going to be interesting. I'm hoping they'll do a press release on it at some point before Tuesday when it drops. Right, and that, my friends, I think is enough sand for today. I've got sand in my shoes. That's when you know you've done enough. Right, as I said, we are here to collect that one little block and that one. Today, we're here to build. Hypno in chat, more sand, please. That's what Hypno's here for, sand collection. Coda says, one of the reasons why I love Terraria's soundtrack is because I have synesthesia, so I experience sound as having shape, and the Terraria OST has so much diversity in its sounds, it's really pleasing to listen to. Yeah, I'm aware of synesthesia. What does binaural music look like? Or, yeah, that would be right, wouldn't it? Or colour, what colour does it have? Binaural beats are a curious thing. Yeah, Hermit doing Hermitcraft stuff, says MC Squared. I am a hermit. I am doing Hermitcrafty stuff, I guess. Right, let's go do a little bit of building at the potion laboratory. You believe they're releasing the playlist on Spotify soon, says Ollie Gamer. The playlist is already on Spotify. The music you'll be able to listen to is coming out on Tuesday with the release of the update. There's a jazz album based on Plants vs Zombies on YouTube. It's super cool. With not just with AI, because I was about to say with AI, but this has been a phenomena for a while. Let's call it transposing, like taking an identity, an aesthetic, an idea of one music and supplanting it onto another. Even sometimes just artistry or album tones, like Metallica. There was a huge scene for what if this song was on that album, and it's like I think it's getting accelerated by AI. But soon it'll just be anything. It'll just be like, hey, I want to listen to the Minecraft soundtrack in the style of smooth jazz, and then the AI will like poop it out for you, or a musician will. I don't know. But that's a whole thing that's kind of happening. Has been happening for a while. There's like that, like Miles Davis's. What's the album called? Oh my goodness me, pulling a blank. Kind of Blue. That's it. there's like an 8-bit version of that that's like kind of amazing. So, you know, you can roam around and find, I don't know, Metallica 8-bit or whatever. Like, sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't so much. Every now and then, some of them sound really good. That 8-bit kind of blue is kind of amazing. If you've never heard it and you like a bit of jazz. Okay, chuck these things in here. And then we brought these over here too. Right, I should sleep in the bed. Endless game of inventory management in this game. Wings are about to break. Oh, yeah. 8-bit Metallica, 8-bit Ghost. Yeah, you can find loads of it. The 8-bit stuff, though, is like a lot of the time it's just people tab the music and you can get like guitar profiles of the whole songs and you just got to then transpose the MIDI onto like a VST that does 8-bit chiptune style sounds, and you can do all of that. Right, there's a very important block. Very important block that's going to help us build the whole of this thing. It's this block right here. That block. That bit. Specifically that bit. So we want orange sand, which we gathered. Aren't you glad I gathered that sand? See what I did there? Oh, so clever. I'm gonna have to open up my, oh my god. The Minecraft launcher. I don't know if anyone else has this problem, but the Minecraft launcher, it just like it goes blank after a while. You have to reload it to use the menu and stuff. I don't know why it does that. Ren's Boy says, I can't listen to AI music. There's no time or dedication put into it. There was a lot of time and dedication put into creating those AI systems to do all of that. Just a different type. What rhymes with orange sand? I don't know, man. Such a flat dad joke. Oh, I do like the dad jokes. They're kind of amazing. Oh, Dev's been listening to Nirvana's Nevermind with the Nintendo 64 sound font. Yeah, sound fonts are cool. They're like banks of samples and stuff that MIDI can use. And yeah, like the whole Nintendo would have had its own sound font, right? I'm not sure if that's per game on Nintendo 64 or just the Nintendo 64 sound card probably just had its own sound font. Like I used to compose my music with a particular sound card and the sound fonts on it were amazing, and I spent so much time going down the rabbit hole trying to like extract these sounds and figure out how I can like get the sound bank of it, but I never could figure it out. I think you took the last item out of the slot in that shulker, really? I did, didn't I? There we go. Thank you, Callie, appreciate it. I always like to keep those properly organised, as you know. It's per game, says Dev. Ah, okay, yeah, per game then. Whoever invented Zero, thanks for nothing! Vegetable, you never played Minecraft yourself. Well, there's an experience there waiting to happen. Right, so let's get this yellow concrete powder. Then I'm going to double check my sketch. Just remind myself of what block I used. It was yellow terracotta, okay. Yellow terracotta. We got some right there. So we got those 4 colours. They're gonna go like this. Got to kind of flip it, right? So it goes bum bum, and then the other one's like diagonal. Probably doesn't matter to get this perfect. Just getting the idea of it. We'll probably change it each to the other anyway, because we won't want it to be too repetitive. So then we come in with this stuff. Although it kind of looks, I guess there's like a, oh right. Wait, why am I not? It's because I got to flip it. I've got to flip it and then I kind of look up and I'm not actually flipping it. Whatever I just said probably makes no sense to no one. But it makes sense to me. My thoughts on AI is that the credit goes to the person who made the AI and the people it's trained off of, not the prompter. Yeah, maybe. It's such a hard and fuzzy thing to get our heads around at the moment, though, right? So something like that is the general gist of it. So from the front side of the building, between the structure itself, we're going to have like a clear theme. Now, there will be like a big boulder like this around the corners. So there isn't going to be too much variance in what height it starts at. Do you know that work just makes sense? What, like money sense? Yeah, guess so. What are we doing right now? Building! No sense to no one is a double negative X. Maybe I meant that. No, I didn't. Is that the same way around? It's flipped now. It's flipped. It's flipped. Okay. Yeah, changing it up a little now, aren't I? I hate stairs, they're always up to something, says Blue Raven. It's okay. Good prompt is very important when working with LLM. Sure. Let's see. We always got to start with like the diagonalness because that's how. Well, yeah. There's going to be like an emergence of diagonal at some point because of the way this thing is. I don't know what on earth I'm trying to say. I think we go like that here. We're going one higher, we're going one higher. Assume it is the concrete powder edible. I hope not. I don't want to be eating no concrete powder. Yeah, let's try it a little different on this one then, right? Like, we don't actually start with the diagonal straight away. And then we go... Alright, so each time there's a little bit of variance. It's not identical, that's good. Now we go to the next phase. The next phase. You got an ad as soon as I started Teolking. Teolking? I don't know what Teolking is. Gosh. I hope I haven't been Teokling too much. Let's go grab a stone cutter. And make some of those. Right, on to the next bit. I'll tell you, I'm gonna say it like one more time. Like, inventory management in this game is bonkers. Just, I cannot get over how bad it is. But like, just look at all these boxes as well. Everything is just like, oh, where's the next thing I need to use to build? I'm getting so sick of it. Like, I'm playing other games where they've moved on from this archaic system, and it's just like such a different experience. Such a different experience. I'm actually missing one key block here, which is that one. So that is our fade. Yeah, a little bit of that there. That's okay. There, we can fit it in those things here. Which is another point, like, you know, so I've got 7 slots to play with. I think sword and bow to defend yourself makes sense. Maybe I could just use one of those. Then you need a pick to break the blocks. And Mojang think there's nothing wrong with this system. It's ludicrous. Yeah, so that boulder of rock will probably maybe be a little higher on this side. Like, I kind of wish it was already in place. When we build this bit, let's just start at this height and make that mostly mud. Let's come over to this one, and we're going to go like that. Next layer is this stuff. Slipping upwards into some tuff. Now I do need to kind of balance this a little bit, just because we're going to hit that pretty quickly. This is where cracked bricks come in, so I think I got it just about right. Maybe could have afforded myself a touch more of this level here. Okay. Now I need something else to achieve what I'm trying to do in the game. This is how we need to think about playing a game sometimes. It's like, in order to do X, how many actions come before it? Because you can make this worse. You can make it so that, oh, you want to go up, you got to go drink your going high in the world potion. You know? There's all sorts of ways you can cut this kind of stuff. I think I'm going to change a little bit here as well. Just a teeny bit, because we come up kind of early. This music's quite dramatic again, isn't it? I like it though. Yeah, we're figuring this out as we go, by the way. So I'm going to come back down here and change a few bits from time to time. Just keeping it kind of balanced. Although now it looks almost like a perfect sort of diagonal shape, which is probably not what I want. Okay, so these bits here, because we don't have the cracked ones, they're just going to be a little smoother. The reason I'm using cracked is I just think it goes next to the tuff a little better. Then at this site here, we're probably kind of done with this stuff now. So let's put one there, and now we move on to andesite. That's actually not supposed to be that. Then we're going to need andesite stairs above, and we're going to need wall blocks in there. I hadn't quite settled on what wall block it should be though. I think I want to go with andesite here. Andesite walls in there. Alex says, about 6 months ago, YouTube just completely stopped recommending Hermitcraft, and I have no idea why. Disappointing how difficult it is to keep Let's Plays in the algorithm. Yeah. If you rely on recommendations, then you'll get sent wherever YouTube wants to take you, right? What is he doing today, says Draper? I'm building. But in some games, that idea of doing things before you can do other things makes it fun. Tango was talking about that in Satisfactory. Oh yeah, there's many ways to cut a game. But if we're talking about this game right here, I feel like the key thing in this game is kind of, building and express... there's speedrunners, there's survival, there's, PvP, there's different aspects of the game. We can't sort of ignore that. But one of the core tenets of this game is building, and so many of the updates are served to give you new blocks and things to do. Like, why are we not addressing this glaring problem that your inventory is constantly slowing you down? Whatever it is you want to do, creatively speaking, it's going to come and slow you down. Is essentially what I'm getting at. It just feels like the game's limping along on an antiquated system that they don't want to address and fix. They're going to keep adding more blocks, and you're going to want to try and do something with a group of blocks, and it will just take you longer and longer to get it done. That feels like where the game's heading. Anyway, I don't want to turn this. Well, I've said that so many times. Let's face it, I'm just going to moan about this from time to time, and that's okay. Right, so something I haven't quite caught on to here is that this is going to come back to here somewhere. I'm not actually sure. I need to reference my other build again quickly, just to kind of remind myself, because I didn't really like finish it, air quotes. Oh, okay, right. So yeah, so we're going to need some wood, which I have over at the other build. So that's kind of the way we're going. Now, I did give myself some... they're the wrong ones. They could actually get used up here, maybe? Oh, did I just... Wait, did I even make... No, I never made these. I never made these. I made stairs, not those. Right, we're kind of done with that. And then we're kind of done with those. And that. And then, where's my current air quotes junk chest? I think I'm going to have to use it. Oh, look, we got birch wood. That's amazing. Going to have to use a bit of this to keep it organised. Looking much better now. I feel like if they do change the inventory system, there's still going to be people who will hate Mojang because they just hate change. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. Like, let me tell you this. I've been making Minecraft update videos for like 10 years. And every update, I see something about... Basically, I see whatever they do cut in all sorts of different ways. You know, and a lot of the time you see the same recurring thing of, oh, they're trying to kill Java. And I'm like, they've been trying to kill it for 10 years, if that's the case. Because 10 years ago, all these comments about them trying to kill off the Java game came around, and it was just like ridiculous, basically. And still is. Okay. Right, so at this level, we'll mix a few of those blocks in too. Let's take a step back. I'm not sure I've put that at the correct height. Let me double check. It's the correct height. So the bit behind it needs to go a bit higher, and then there's some lamps. Let's see. Yeah, okay, no, we were right on track. It's just that there was a bit more to do. I'm going to throw in some of this at the very top as well, because it's even brighter. Then we're going to grab some lights. What are we building, says Bellana T. Oh, actually, it feels... okay. No, it's got to be in the right place. We are building the facade, the front of the potion factory. He didn't watch the beginning of the stream. Can anyone tell you why X is wearing a wolf hat all the time? I'm the Wolf of Wall Street, my dude. Plain and simple. Right, that now tells me where the rest of these blocks go, right? So now from the front, that's all nicely sealed up. Very good. Now we're going to go... Hey! Crappy Toast, thank you for 37 months, my dude. Woo! Good evening. Welcome to the stream. And thank you for the resub. $37. What a big number. 3 years. Yeah, yeah. 1 month over 3 years. I guess it is. I guess it is. The middle click is a really good little feature. That'll save you some time. Don't have to always reorder your hotbar and stuff. Just lean across for a little bit of block grabbing, let's say. Okay, then the andesite. Then we need to go a couple of blocks higher here, don't we? So let's do that. Up to there on that one. This is where we then need these two. It's going to be awkward. It's going to be awkward. Oh, that's the wrong block. The ocean is a soup, I'm telling you, X. You're telling me the ocean is a soup. Right. I think I see your point, actually. I see your point. It's kind of like a soup, isn't it? It's got the water, it's got a bunch of stuff in it that's edible. It's kind of like a soup. Does that mean that Rocky Road is a salad? Everything is soup. Is a ham sandwich a hot dog? Oh, let's not, please, let's not. Oh, well, I need more andesite, don't I? Probably going to need more of that soon as well. Probably going to need more of that. And this. Just get a little bit of everything. Speaking of the ocean, you went to the Titanic exhibit at the Luxor Lagos, Las Vegas last week, and it was amazing. I have no idea what that is, but you've piqued my curiosity. You took physical damage from a Rocky Road salad. Yikes. I mean, are we talking about taking a bite that was a little too chunky or something? Oh, man. Sometimes you just start talking about food and your belly just starts rumbling a bit. I haven't eaten as much today because I'm going out tomorrow, so feeling it a touch. Why do you have to carry a sword in inventory versus an axe? Just can't be. The part of the game that is about that isn't exactly interesting, and so it's like, I just carry a sword, whatever. I mean, it's not interesting to me right now. There was a time a long time ago where PvP in this game was a lot of fun, but then, you know, the years pass by and start looking for other stuff to do in the game. Right, this time we're going to do 2 at once, I think. Try and speed things up a bit. So we start with these. Not those. Not golden carrots. Can't build those. What are we trying to do? Reading words correctly helps with understanding them, so I've heard. Yeah, reading them incorrectly probably don't help much at all, does it? You know? Because then you're reading the not word. You like being able to chop trees faster and kill mobs marginally faster. Maybe, you know, maybe I'll change it to an axe. Who knows? Probably not. Oh, you accidentally strip logs. I don't particularly hold my sword and right click a lot. I don't think I'd struggle with that, but you never know. But I guess that could be a thing. Next up, tough. Tough. Tough luck. Don't like it? Tough. It's here to stay. See, look, I knew there were some jokes there. I mean, I didn't say they would be funny. But they exist. always banging my head when I'm doing this build, aren't I? Right, so we get to this bit and we need to go up by 2 blocks. Ah! I had one job and it was to not fall in that hole. Undertale soundtrack, that's not what we're listening to. Bear says, congrats X, you did a joke. Thank you, I've been practicing all week. I'm so glad you noticed it. Right, now we need to put on those stairs. Actually, I like this process of putting the shape in first. It's let me shape out the build a bit. Then I've been able to kind of build a little easier because the block's already there. You're just replacing a few at a time, right? It's a good process. Now we're up to this kind of height, so this bit's a bit awkward. Especially if you don't grab the right block. Okay, let's do an amazing parkour jump. Oh, I actually did it! I was ready to crash and burn. So it should be right there. I was ready to crash and burn then. Oh, is there a third one? Wow. Hey, look! It's starting to come somewhere, isn't it? I think these andesite bits here need to be swapped out for something. Ooh, I think I know what block they need to be swapped out for. But we'll see, we'll see. Either something yellow or something orange. There's going to be orange on top of here. You'll see, you'll see. Right, another amazing parkour jump. Wow, that's actually an easy jump, isn't it? Yeah, so it's that one, and then we go on top of it. Good stuff. Right, round to this side. We want to keep a little bit of that there. Build on top of it. Hey, little chicken. Whoops, got some blocks above my head. And then comes the tough. Right, then we've got those stairs there. Coda Corgi, thanks for tuning in today. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for swinging by. Right, we need some more andesite over here. Which is somewhere over there. Probably need a few more than that. Okay, how are we doing? Xisuma, do you have any advice or tips for figuring out what type of blocks would be aesthetically pleasing with an environment? You know, I don't know specifically to answer that question, but here's my tip. Use this mod and use that right there. Like, pick a color and look at what matches it, right? Like, this is an amazing way to pick out blocks and blend them together. It's how I did all of this over here. Was just using that, and I wanted to get away from what Pearl had done on this side, but I wanted it to synergize, so I just tried to find similar blocks to tell a similar story. I highly recommend doing that. Right, let's just double check this. Like, apparently I missed some unmissable birch stairs over here. So all of this up to a point looks pretty good. Let's focus going in this direction. We half built a pillar here. Needed some cracked stone bricks to come around next. Seems I can't actually reach them. I tell you what, here's some great enchantment ideas, right? Like a vacuum, a block pickup. I don't know what it goes on, probably your armor, but like when you break an item and it pops into your inventory, imagine that was a distance that could be extended. That would be a great enchantment. Also, I think being able to extend your reach distance would be really awesome too. Another cool like side effect of that vacuum thing could be like when you break scaffolding, if you have that enchantment, all of the scaffolding can pop straight into your inventory. That could be a really cool little side effect for it. Okay, we've still got these. Alright, yeah, we'll do a little bit of that there. Then we've got to put the wall between them. It's getting a little bit repetitive, but we're slowly getting there. Okay, right, so when we get to this bit, this is where we need those andesite stairs. Then we need to... that's not where I wanted you to go. Then we need to replace those blocks with andesite, but we're going to leave the ones above. We're going to do something amazing when we get to that bit. And we're almost there. Right, last bit over here. Let's put a little bit of stone in the mix around here. Just a little bit. Actually, I do have some of those that could get mixed in. Should probably do that on some of the ones behind as well. Right. So yeah, change one or two of these stairs to stone. And then I think we're ready for the next bit. Yep, we're done all the way across there. Brilliant. All right, let's take a step back and look. What do you think so far, chat? What do you think so far? Because next, we're going to really change it up. So, in goes the stone blocks. And the tuff, which there's no longer room for. Mud goes away. So does this stuff. Didn't use a lot of that, actually. You like it so far? That's good, that's good. You hate it? You're repulsed? You can no longer watch this channel? Oh, that's just rude. That's just rude. Callie says, I hate it, you should tear it all down. Oh, I should, shouldn't I? I should just, because you told me to. Yeah, that's completely reasonable. Let's tear it down. Red sand in here. Gonna need a little bit of orange terracotta next. And some blocks that I believe I dropped off somewhere else, maybe? I think a lot of this is just gonna go in there and be like junk. Sort it out later. Unless, no, I do have them, We're good, we're good. Okay. We're gonna need a bunch of this. Probably more than that. Orange terracotta. Orange, you're glad I didn't make a... Oh, no, wait, you did. I made a joke about it. Thank you, good soul, whoever that was, sleeping through the night, keeping me safe. Smallish Beans, what a legend. Let's have a look at chat. Dev says, sorry, I think I need to unsubscribe. I can't bear this building. I understand. It's pretty pants, basically, isn't it? Alright. Alright, next bit. Remember, we're trying to be big and bold and introduce colour as well as shape. I really want to put the birch across the middle. That part of the design I hadn't figured out yet, but when I was putting the birch like that, I was seeing that it felt kind of structural. Hang on, that's not enough. And I felt like it needs to extend somewhere. Like, you really need to see that. And the place to see it, I think, is across the middle. This is obviously the entrance. So we're going to have to think of how that plays. But let's see. So we're like at that height. So we're placing it one above and one back. And it's important that we get some more birch in here because we're going to play with two colours. Three, in fact. We're going to go orange, yellow, and brown up top. So, again, I'm trying to do shape and colour. Admittedly, it's come together in a very, like... When I was looking at some of Pearl's builds, it felt like there was an order to the woods, like the use of colour. It's hard to describe. It felt like there was an order to it. Sometimes when you put different colours on top of each other, they can feel a little bit out of place. I felt a sense of that with this build, but you'll see. So we need stairs, we need orange terracotta, and we need logs to be stripped. So I also need an axe. Grab that. Hey X, what if you tried in those little rectangle things you put on the oranges and yellows? What are the little rectangular things? I don't know what those are. Smoky Lake 1 says boring stream. Oh, dude. Comment of the... Whoops. Comment of the day. Oh. What a beautiful contribution to our chat. Now everyone can tune out. They can be like, oh yeah, this is boring. Let's go. Dang, you just saved people time. GG. I was waiting for someone to notice how boring this was. Gosh. About time. Okay. Gilbert Shaft says, I'm enjoying the stream. No, it's boring. The other person said it was. Surely it can't be a subjective experience. No, there's no such thing. Ah! And I fell. So boring, just 850 viewers, right? You know what, the number thing is a bit silly. Like, can you imagine, like, really enjoying a stream or a YouTube video and then noticing that it had, like, 10 views or something, right? Like, those numbers mess with our perception and stuff. You should really focus on, like, if you enjoy something or not. If you're having a good time. I'm just giggling here with the Xisuma humour. I'm glad it makes you chuckle. Sorry, you said giggle. What am I talking about? Oh, it looks like I might have done this next bit wrong. I think the count is off. It feels wrong to me. Let me go check. Just having a quick look at my sketch. It's off. I knew it. It's got to be 3 blocks, not 2. I love the way this next part comes together. I love it. Or is it? Hang on, let me... No, I'm going to stick with it. If it is, if something else is off, I don't care. I'm going with this next bit, the way I want to build it right now. Okay, so we're going to go like this. Are you ready for it, chat? Are you ready for it? It's going to look okay. Got to strip these logs. Ooh. Oh, look at those Minecraft blocks. Okay. Then we're going to... Oh, I need slabs up. Ah! I need slabs up here too. I think. Pretty sure I need slabs. I just missed them from the sketch. That'll be more than enough. Okay. Can't you mix the Achacha stairs with some red sandstone stairs? Probably, but I don't know if I want to do that. I need to check. So we got that right there. So then, I don't know if I want to start building this next bit or not, because the roof is a different color. Okay, I think I'll put a tiny bit of it in. I'm going to need to make some slabs. Let's get back up there. Xisuma is Spider-Man confirmed, apparently. Okay, but imagine 850 people in your room and they enjoy what you do. That's a crazy big number. If 850 people in this room, we'd all be dead. We'd all be dead. Don't think they'd enjoy what I do at all. They'd be like, Xisuma, why am I dead? Couldn't fit 850 people in this room. That would be an unbearable squash. So behind here is where like another tier of like the floor where there's going to be windows and stuff starts. Obviously you can see we've got a gap in between. It's going to have like windows and stuff here. Before we take an external look again, let's just get this next door one kind of sorted. Why is it that like the stairs and the stone blocks can be instant mined but the slabs can't? It's just a Minecraft thing, isn't it? Alrighty. We've got 2 of them done. Should we do a third one? Let's get 3 in a row before we step back and look. It's kind of nice and easy to throw this bit together. It's not too big, is it? You ready to have a look? Well, it would have been nice if I'd have punched this out of the way first. Let's stop and evaluate. It's probably going to look a lot better when there's stuff in between, like windows and whatnot. But we're going for the orange and yellow here, and then higher up on the build we're going to have orange and yellow again. It's going to be a really tall build, and I think it might look a fair bit better when you see it from back here as well. Like that's the real viewpoint. This is the vantage point that really gives it something. And I think it's going to fit into the area really well. Is the birch going to be a usable walkway? No, it's going to be like windows and stuff. The whole building is a facade for this potion room right here. That's essentially what it is. Just a facade. Is this your game? Says God Kazu. I mean, I didn't make Minecraft, so that's one answer. Minecraft isn't my game. Ben says yes, he made Minecraft. Oh, I'll allow it. Go on, why not? I'll give you a free pass today. Go on, spread some lies. Why not? What could possibly go wrong by spreading some lies, eh? Probably nothing. Philosopher 42, thank you for the prime. Thank you for 11 months of support, my dude. Much appreciated. Hope you're enjoying the stream, having a good time, etc., etc. Yeah, let's batch destroy some stuff here. Get it all done super quick. The minigame. This isn't a minigame. So this is also not my minigame. This is a brewing factory, if you want to call it that. Ah, no, I didn't want to fall down. Oh, and then I can't place that there. Of course I can't. Why would I be able to do that? That would be too convenient. love how boring this is, says Philosopher. Oh, it's so boring you had to subscribe. Little jump. Little jump. Incy bincy jump. Oh, we got not quite enough to finish. I think I'm gonna leave it there. Right, that might be all we do on this one today, but we've got another one to do as well. Okay, there we go. Look, I can do it. I can be organized. Right, that was... Okay, how deep are we into this stream? That's broken. It tells me 41 minutes. I know that's wrong. 1 hour 25. That makes me a little concerned that my recording might be broken, so I'm going to stop and start again. Docky is now free. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. Okay. So, where do we go from here? Like fleshing out the gaps in between with probably yellow and birch, and then building more yellow on top, and then it's going to dissolve into brown and become the roof. But, you know, this is me trying to take a little inspiration from Pearl. I think the thing that holds back this build is, like, ironically, the blaze stuff in between. It looks odd, but you know why it's there. We're just sort of making that theme come together. Wow, these are dead ends. So, we're going to have time to work on this for a little bit. Then we're going to go work on the mural. Then we've got to do some stuff with Jevin's map. So, welcome to the stadium. I now have terracotta. Oh, at long last. Let's start by placing some terracotta. Just get some of that out of the way. Because it's going to be very simple to place. And I would like to visualize... can I get some stone in my inventory as well, please? Yes, you can. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, I like just placing this stuff around here, so it's a bit more solid. The foundation, anyway. Right, now we've got to chop a tree. Tree chopper. Ah, I've put my axe away already, haven't I? Acacia isn't the ugliest block if you know the colour scheme it works with. I think acacia is nice anyway. It's the baked bean wood. I think I might have cut that a little too short. Whatevs, bruv. Whatevs. X, how did you say a cha-cha? I say it the correct way. If you're wondering. Just join the stream. What's the stadium for? It's for dodgeball. Bringing it back from season 7. We bringing it back. Whoops. What is a cha-cha? It's a type of tree, type of wood in this game. Slide to the left, slide to the right. Crisscross. Everybody clap your hands. Does anyone remember that? I didn't even like that. That was a thing when I was a kid. And I was like, this is lame. I feel like there were two of those. There was one that like the old generation knew, and then there was like an updated one for my generation that was really popular. I remember hearing it when I would go on holiday and stuff. Sometimes it would be like you'd hear it on holiday first, and then you'd come back home, and then it'd be all over the radio as well. Right, yeah, let's keep putting this terracotta down. Don't think we're going to run out, but it might be close. Might be close. AV! free. Thank you so much for 6 months of support. Thank you very much. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're enjoying it. Today's one, anyway. You've been here for 6 months, I know. One thing I've been thinking about this is that it looks like it's in a hot climate because of the build palette, which kind of makes me wonder if maybe we don't need a roof on it. The roof might also be like a lot of busy work that doesn't look too good. That can kind of happen. Hey, look, I got a couple of the blocks we actually need next. So this wouldn't actually be here. Then on the other side it would go down, I see. That's not right. Beach volleyball, it kind of looks like that, doesn't it? Most people think Mojang is pronounced with a J sound, but it's actually pronounced with a Y. Yeah, what annoys me is getting like endless comments whenever I say Mojang on my video. It's like, oh, it's not Mojang, it's Mojang. It's like, well, look it up. Look it up. It's not what you think it is. I can tell you that. But yeah, I get a lot of comments like that where it's like, oh, don't think I haven't heard this one before. Hey, this corner's different from the other one. Huh. I think we'll... Yeah, I think we'll go with this way. So on that row, there's like 2 extra blocks get pushed back. It's kind of hard to visualize, actually. I think we start there, though. Is that it? And then these are all in the right place, maybe? I can't tell. I'm going to go... we'll get some of these blocks together. Figure it out. Oh, I do have slabs in there. That'll help. Just don't have my axe. So if we were at the other side, it goes like diagonal, but 2 extra go back. See, there we got... See, now I'm not sure at all. I think it's like that. Yep, it's like that. So now you got that 2, 1, and you just want it to go there and there. And then that gives you 2, 1, 1, 2. Yep, got it. Got him. Now we can continue with the terracotta. Ah! That sucked. X, did you know that crocs are edible? I don't think they are, and I wouldn't volunteer to try. You first, buddy. You first. Dang it! Where are they then? Not here, apparently. Do you have any build ideas for SMP? Build a house. How's the status on tea? Drunk? I drunk half of it, which is pretty typical, actually. I usually drink about half of the cup. I've made my peace with that. Okay, so it's like there and there. Then be here. And we go to that level, I believe. And then the stair would be at this height. I found where that zombie is. That I've managed to do today. Earl Grey. Earl Grey hot. Tea. Earl Grey hot. No, I don't drink Earl Grey. It's thought of something funny, but I'm not going to say it. I don't say funny things around here. It's a boring stream, don't you forget. Very boring, very boring. Alright. Picard is disappointed. Oh. Don't go on about Harry Potter again. I've had enough of elves and orcs for one day. One, two... just 1, 2 after that, innit? Does anyone know the name of the tournament False and everyone else used to play? It was vanilla and they raced up to gear and then battled in the end. We used to do little things like that as a group, you know, in Hermitcraft, but the battle in the end thing doesn't ring a bell. Right, now that we've done that, I think what we need to do next is focus on getting all the seats in place. Which means trip to the wool farm, because I need brown wool. I need brown wool. Hunger Games! That's actually a good shout. Oh no, the Hunger Games didn't end in the end, did it? Maybe it did. UHC. Oh, they raced to gear up and then battled in the end. You mean the ends, not the dimension, right? Yeah, that's UHC. That's something we did as a group a lot. UHC was invented by Mindcrack, the group that very much inspired what Hermitcraft became. Or at least started out as. Not so much became. Ooh. Ooh! It's got glasses. Wow, every time I go past here, I'm just like, is that new? Is there something new here? There's just so much going on. Kind of forgot where I was going. Over here, there we go. Oh, my wings might die soon. We'll be okay. We'll make it. Surely not going to use that much, is what I said last time. Is there a list of the other hermits somewhere? Yeah, hermitcraft.com. It was your favourite and you love watching all the different POVs. Yeah, we when we did it, we tried to we did them in seasons and then tried to give them like a bit of character and a twist each time, and there was so much fun. And then I think like the kind of scene for that stuff sort of shifted like away from that format, and so slowly like we started to lose interest in it. But it was UHCs were really cool. They were a good thing to do at the time. They were a lot of fun. Okay, so I don't have any. Wait a minute. I'm using that. Okay. Right. Continue on our way, maybe with some more rockets as well. Ow! Managed to hit my head. Yeah, I get that. Build Battle was also one of my faves. I think they that group still do build battles from time to time. Why do you torture your wings? Why put them near death? Just saves me a trip to the end. I'm glad X is streaming because you just got off the worst Black Friday shift of your life. Oh dear, what happened? This looks really cool. I got a feeling I think I might go for the open style instead of putting a roof on this. I'm umming and ahhing about it a lot. I've also, every time I've built a stadium, they've always had roofs, so maybe this time we won't. Right, now that we're back here, we need this. And probably some more. Definitely need some of that. Let's see. Craft ourselves up a bunch of this. Yeah, you know what? I never craft enough, do I? There you go. Should be more than enough. Which probably means I don't have enough of this, but whatever. Okay. Gonna need an axe. Then we're gonna need sand and gravel. So, oh no, we got sand here. I should have picked up some more gravel when I was at the base. I guess I could go back and get some oak logs as well. You know how it works, we're forever flying back and forth. This makes you want to play Minecraft with your friends again, but they aren't interested in the game anymore, and they haven't been for years. That's just how it goes, sadly, isn't it? I was listening to Hermitcraft while talking to customers. It was great. I mean, while talking to the customers? Like, it must be hard to hold a conversation whilst listening to someone else talk, right? Let's go like this. What did I say? Oh, look, I actually got it with me. Ha! Of course I do. But I happen to know I've got loads of this. Hey X, what is your favourite Hermitcraft season? I like 8 personally. So hard. I've enjoyed them all so much. They've all been pretty fantastic. Xisuma doesn't have the American spirit. Guess what? I'm not an American. I'm not an American. I don't have that spirit. I mean, who would have thought? Who would have knew? Slim Shady would have been something you would have brought. Actually, I really like the American spirit and attitude and the kind of friendly temperament Americans have. Over here, it's more like everyone keeps themselves, and if you get near someone, they might say sorry. The amount of times I've just been walking around and then someone goes, "Oh, sorry." Like, what? I even do it though, right? Like it's just what we do over here in Britain. I try not to now though. I like try and catch myself before I do. It annoys me. Just this saying sorry all the time. Why? Okay, let's put all of that in there, and then we want to make one of these into concrete. There's a pool of water there, there's a pool of water here. I couldn't make up my mind, I got 2 pools of water. I would not classify Americans as friendly, says AV. Compared to us Brits, y'all are really friendly. Does he mean Canadian? Because apparently we play sorry all the time. Maybe Canadians do too. Tried giving my seat, someone your seat on the London Underground one time. They looked like I confessed a murder to them. I can understand that. Just not expecting it. Right, so we got these 3 for seats. Then we got... Okay, so I needed more logs, and I had them already on me. Yeah, so then we got, like, logs and that, what we want. Except I also need to do some stripping. So better bring this. Alright, Pips. I'm not sure what to call you now. I'm going to take a quick trip to the loo. So while I diddly do, see what I did there, made it kind of rhyme, maybe not. Feel free to check out my music, Soulside Eclipse. Go give that a listen. Go check it out for like a minute and then I'll be back. Guess who's back, back again. Xisuma's back. Tell your friends. Guess who's back, guess who's back, guess who's back. I'm not even like a massive fan of that song. It's good, but like not my favorite. But we sing in it anyway, What's, where's the bed at? Here's the bed. Encore, says the Future Mango. Yeah, not a great record. Very flawed record. Some great tracks, some not so great, just some terrible tracks. Some not so great tracks. Supposedly that record was tainted a lot by songs being leaked online, which is interesting because like back then people thought differently about how music was being distributed on the internet. And kind of saw it as like a really bad thing and tended to like respond to it by rushing out releases and stuff, whereas these days, I don't know, the whole ecosystem for releasing stuff online is totally different. How did the brewer building go? Terrific, terrific. Got some good feedback on it. I'm happy with it. Oh, I went right through the middle of this. Which is where we put those. Making Xisuma admit he has the American experience one day. What does that mean? Feels like that sentence hasn't been properly formed. Hello, peeps, just joined right when you're talking about Eminem, question mark. Eminem? Who's that? We were talking about Candy, actually. I'll have you know. You like the wood texturing? Does packed mud fit in? I'm not going to go that dark with it, but it might do. It might be worth throwing in like 1 or 2 extra blocks that fit in on occasion, but for the main bulk of it, we're going with this little setup right here. Okay. That'll work for our needs. We've got another noise in the ear, by the way. It is Skizzle77. Thank you for 19 months, my dude. Very much appreciated. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're enjoying the sound of wood being scraped. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of that. Right, let's now go around to the opposite side and do all the brown blocks next. Oh, we got some gifted subs coming in! Thank you so much to Lorux, Kill, Gore, Pendra, gifting subs to Barfish, Nepelson, Near, Abada, Industrious, Fitz, Grindus, and David Joseph. You've been gifted subs. Be sure to say thanks in the chat. We always appreciate that. Prepare for name butcher, says Bear. I mean, it's a feature. Prepare yourself for wonders and joys you'd never thought you'd hear. The pronunciation. Savagely murdered. Brutally butchered. Who would have thought? How far are we going out to? About here, I think. Oh, missed a bit of the woods. Not a problem. Let me just get that quickly. Right, it is very close to all coming together, isn't it? Strip jungle wood also looks great. I'm keeping the palette kind of as is for now. But, you know, at some point I might do a pass where I add in a few extra textures and stuff. Whoops. There's possibly some like other techniques you could layer into this, like using concrete more towards the back and less at the front might subtly sort of tell a story again, you know, like the seats at the back are less used or in the shade or something like that. When you work that rhyme and reason into a build, I think it can help a lot. It might be enough to finish this off, you know. Big jump. Ah, fail. Absolute fail. How do I stay motivated to play Minecraft for so long? Well, I have an audience that comes along for the ride with me, so it feels very different to play and share than it does to just play alone. Oh, whoops, wrong one. Right, and there you go. That is kind of all that I'm putting in for now. Now, I've actually missed the pillars on that side there. Can you picture a roof on top of this thing, or do you think it already looks good? I'm also thinking, if we don't put a roof on it, the terracotta wall kind of looks a bit odd. Canopies. Canopies might be the word for the thing I was trying to describe earlier as it goes. I think I'm definitely going to do it different on this side here, though. I'm pretty sure I want to do a no roof on this side, right? So let's say we started to work on that a little bit. Yeah, that's kind of where I think that's kind of where that would end. Oh, I don't have any stairs. Here's the thing. You know, immediately I thought of a solution. Immediately I thought of a solution. So I was kind of looking at this and thinking, let's put let's put a few things away quickly. Should make it easier to find the blocks that I'm after. Wow, I've only got 15 stone with me. Okay. I was kind of thinking it could come down with some diagonal stairs. But then we're right on the edge of the path. And it goes a little too close for my liking. Could possibly get away with lowering it another block. But again, it's going to come right up on the edge. And I think the way that we avoid that is if we go for a 2 wide stair that comes off the back. So that would look like this. And then we would need a block on the side to kind of wrap things up. Guess we need more slabs now. This might be where throwing in a few wooden stairs here and there would help as well, but apparently I don't have much of that, so let's go do some crafting. So here's some more stairs, and then we'll have that many stairs as well. Yeah, where the oak slabs at? So it can't be all one way out the back here. That's not handy. That's not handy at all. Scrap those back. Try again. And then we got more stairs here. This is the sort of edge / perimeter I was actually going for as well, so it's pretty close. So we've got something like that at the back to let people in and out. Then the structure itself, if we build some of the wall with stone, will be something like this, right? So it comes real close to the path, but I think that's acceptable. Anyway, what do y'all think? Do you think we need to put a roof on top of this or not? I'm curious. I want to know what you think. And we got room for a little more of the brown stuff here. You'd say a leaf canopy might look epic. I think that's a cool idea, but something I would have... You know, it's a very cool idea. It's just... Oh boy, now you got me thinking. I think it's a great idea, but it might deter a little bit from what I want to do here. I'm not sure. Like, it's not something you would put on an arena like this, right? It wouldn't be like also a vinery with like plants flowing down and growing, but it could look really cool. Like, the green could look great in this area. What about a white canopy? That was actually my original idea, to have like drooping fabric-like canopy, but I don't think it's going to work. What about some poles with... Oh, okay, we've got to make an ideas board now. I'm going to put them in the book for now. Flag poles at the back would look great. Fabric type canopy would be cool. It would, but, you know, I experimented, I messed around, and I kind of felt like there's a few obstacles. One being that quartz seemed to be the best material to do it with. I'm also sort of going away from the stadium lights. Yep, stadium lights. That's a good one. That's a really good one. Oh wow, that's it's all in the wrong place now. Wait, oh, goodness me. But yeah, roof or no roof? I kind of leaning towards no roof. I think if I go no roof, though, I feel like the wall at the back might be better served not being there. Anything with green would fit well with the brown. I wouldn't go for any lovely colours. Yeah, azalea leaves will look amazing. They just will, I can tell. Like an open roof. I was just thinking, if you take away the terracotta wall, it becomes more of an incentive to build a slope on the other side rather than a structure. And the structure, to me, sort of says, like, you know, it's there to help prop up a roof. Maybe if we cut back a few of these and look at it again, it might start to look more like it makes sense without a roof, because these pillars keep suggesting that it's going to have one. Also, how does this work again? Oh my god, I'm an idiot. There's already an exit here. While I was building this, I was thinking like, oh yeah, and like the player's exit is just below here, so they can walk in from the center. That's kind of true, except the player's one is actually down at this level. DJ Eckle, thank you for 73 months, my dude. Evil X is in his house. Very much appreciated. Welcome to another stream. So yeah, there's this, right? But if you look at what's above it, so really there's going to be like a left and right turn, and we join at the center, and this is not going to be here. Okay, that makes the whole thing a little more narrow to the street. You see, we're at a point where we're starting to hit some roadblocks, or whatever you want to call it, like. And that's why I liked jumping between this project and the one that we did earlier, because every time I went between the two, I would sort of have like a refreshed view. So I think we're at that point where it makes sense to kind of put a little bit of a wrap on this. I still think we can do a bit more here. But we've put in all the building blocks. We're now sort of deciding which way we want to cut the last bit. And I think I'm going to throw down an idea that's in my head. Then we're going to do a little bit of planning, and then we'll move on. So the idea that's in my head is to grab a particular block that I think I have somewhere in here. In fact, I have it in all these chests, but it serves a different purpose. I don't know if it's supposed to be in this one or not, but that there is actual iron bars. I don't know why it's in the lights one. Okay, so we're talking about maybe lowering these walls or doing something different with them. Let's say we kept the terracotta at the back, but made it one high. And then put this. I think that's going to need to be too high. I really love that idea though of working in some greenery. This texture is just a little bit ugly. Maybe we could go with glass there at the back instead. So if this is the very back of the arena, it'll be like that. In fact, those would just be seats, right? Like that. So every now and then we might have a pillar. I don't know where it'll be, but we use iron bars. Yeah, it looks a little kind of like cagey, aggressive. Don't think we're going to go in that direction. What do we need? A can of peas, a canopy, a cantaloupe, or a canopy? Can of peas, I love it. The way I say stuff, it probably sounded like that, right? Probably sounded exactly like that. So, if we're gonna do experiments right now, I think another good experiment to do is to maybe take the terracotta down on one of the sides. I think the best side to do it on is that one over there, because that's where I can visually see it tying up pretty well. Also, if we look at what's around the back here, like, I'm going to have to build a little walkway, I think. Like, there'll be a walkway, like a perimeter that goes all the way around to bring the traffic out to the front. So, if ever we got, like, stuff to do in the future, we could build little stalls in this area here to tell a story a bit. Then over here, it's about creating a structure that's, like, supported above these heights. So this project's going to get bigger just naturally. Yeah, so let's say we weren't going to do the whole wall thing at the back. What does it look like when it's just this tall? is my current thoughts. That looks a little more friendly to me. But then this, I feel like this needs to be a little bit higher. Maybe we could just switch to packed mud here. Like, what's it going to look like at that height? More of a wall? Some packed mud and packed mud bricks might look a little better. We've already got terracotta down the front, so it's in the palette. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at with that. Let's tidy up the inventory a little bit here. Let's tidy up a little. Away goes those. Now we got all the birch stuff. Oak bits. Back to the project chest. That's my book and quill. Let's grab a shovel. So this bit down here kind of probably needs to come out a little bit and then go this way. Feels like I should have gone far enough. Maybe not, maybe not. There it is. There it is. Ah, water! Ah! Why am I stuck? Oh, gosh. I'm stuck. Ah! So yeah, these two things are going to join, and then somewhere in the center they'll go out to the front, is kind of my thinking. Where is the middle? It's right there. It's right here. Right, so you'll have like the player's entrance or whatever of this bit here. And then either side you're going to have the spectator's entrance. And it's not going to be too close to this path, is it? Also, you know, like that terracotta is going to become part of the wall of this building. I think it's a little too flat of a color. I think I'm going to have to find something different for the structure out the back here. Got a feeling it's just going to demand something a little more to sell the whole stadium vibe. Also, I kind of like the idea of the wall recessing a bit as well. Yeah, about one higher. And that going all the way across either side, it's not going to work as terracotta, but some shape like that with some stair blocks and some other details on it. Maybe some banners to make a big football stadium sign. I don't know. Right, which of these do I need to bring along with me? These are all project chests. Just these two. And that one needs that inside of it, and we've got a visitor. And you're dead. What's next? It's mural time! I thought of some good ones today that I haven't written down, and hopefully they'll come back to me. So, chat, I need you to help me, because y'all just retain so much amazing information collectively. All 800 plus of you. I mean, that's a lot more brains than mine, so no surprises there. Yeah, things that tell stories about people's seasons, right? I think I thought of one for Cub Fan, but we've already got one for Cub in here. Then I thought of one for someone else. But it's just not coming back to me. Maybe we'll go through the list of hermits. If I read their names out loud, it might come to me. So the really good thing that we landed on is that we want to put a hermit in each mural, but the statistic doesn't actually need to have them at the top. So it allows us to keep, you know, Cub at the top of the bundles one. And if someone else crafts 1,000,000 bundles, it'll be in the book. That means Cleo can be armor stands to tell a little bit about her. We've got some ideas for some other statistics, but I think we want to focus on getting a story for each hermit in here. Sorry, Ren's is shame. Ren's is shame. Joe's been using the trident a lot. That's a good one for him. So it's all still subject to change. Heart Gamer says that's at least 800 brain cells. Pinkatu says, but we share 3 brain cells. I think Pinkatu's got the wrong idea about how brains work. I think Heart Gamer's on the right track. So which one do you need, says Lightly Lucid? Oh, ones that tell the story of people's seasons, right? Like, the statistic itself doesn't matter if they're actually at the top of it or not. That's what I'm getting at. Like, this was originally Scar. Wow, that's also a concern. But then Cub jumped up here. We don't change the face of this to Cub. Is kind of the idea. But now that we know that, these stories are going to make more sense. Like, Gem is here. Someone clicked on it. It should have been locked. Someone's been here. Actually, it is locked. Hang on. Someone did that and didn't know how to put it. Why can't they just send a message and say, you know, hey, this happened. I'll fix it. It's no problem. Now, that should be locked from interaction is the interesting thing. So maybe I just forgot to lock it. Oh, wait, Gem's unlocked. So it's false. I'm guessing I didn't lock them then. So Scar is now at the top. But, you know, Gem has the PvP story. Okay, I'm going to go to hermitcraft.com. Hermitcraft.com. So B-dubs wasn't the one that popped into my head earlier. We got Cub, we got Doc, Efo, False, Gem's already here, Grian's fishing. Hypno could be like emeralds. Sorry, no, quartz. Something to do with quartz. Hypno will definitely have to have a quartz related statistic. So I wonder if we have mind. So scoreboard, objectives, set display, sidebar, sb.mind, nether quartz ore. I don't know how Hypno got all of that stuff, if he traded it or not. Oh, we got some leather here, but we don't have this dealio. Oh, okay. Spokey reckons that the Spokey, it was you. Yeah, it was you who did Tunnel Rats credit area. I was talking about this last stream. I'm so bad at remembering names and stuff. Is that my previous notebook? Oh, that's the one for here. That can just stay in there then. That's the one for this project, right? Oh, I see what's happened. Okay. Something flashed up on my other screen. I'm looking over there. I'm clicking in the game. Typical. So let's go find an unoccupied one. Not in the corner. So I'll have to wait a little bit, and Hypno also isn't online, so there's that. Oh yeah, Doc is... Okay, so Doc is Trial Chamber, we know that. Impulse, Jevin... Jevin's done a lot of shenanigans, so there might be something related to what he's done. Oh, I feel like I've forgotten what I remember, the idea that I had earlier. Anyway, Joe, Corrales, Mumbo, Pearl, Ren, Scar... Skizzleman, Smallish Beans, Tango Tech, Beef, Wells Knight, XB, Z Cleo. It's not coming back to me. I had some really clear ideas for what I wanted to do earlier. I didn't write them down, and now they're gone. So, today, I don't know which one I'd like to do. I kind of wanted Cleo to come down and do her one. I had a few ideas for that. I could see us putting a leather tunic here, and then putting the wither heads on it. But I kind of want to come up with an idea that takes things to another level. Like, this one might actually go, because I don't think it really says a story about someone's season. Do we know who the Ore Snatcher is? I'm not sure. If I remember correctly, we all thought it was Cub, and then Doc discovered something that suggested it might have been Etho, I think? Zephyr says, what about Mumbo? What about Mumbo? That's what I'm saying. Like, if you got any ideas for someone's season, then let me know. But I had like, I think 2 really clear ideas earlier today. And I was like, oh, perfect. And I didn't write them down. And I've even read the list of all the hermits, and it hasn't popped back into my head. Killed by a llama. Did someone actually get killed by a llama then? Oh, for his entrance. Right. That's a great one. Plus, I think I got a few llama heads lying around. So, for Mumbo, it'll be killed by a llama. I think I've got that as a scoreboard. Okay, that's not in my memory, because I didn't actually execute a command. List. Set display. List. sb.kills underscore by. Now, there might be trader llama. Is it a trader llama or a llama? See, there's 2. Should we go find out? Let's go find out if Mumbo has llama or trader llama. And y'all are saying regular llama. Well, we'll take a trip. The llama spit could be an iron ingot. Brilliant. Yeah, okay, so a llama spitting at Mumbo. That could make a really fun mural. I also don't know... Oh, wait, I do know. I think it's here. Is it here or is it below here? Is it in there? Huh. I think it might be like behind here or something. You go down, then you get shot by the llama. Oh, it's a cool bandit llama. That might be a challenge to give it some bandit glasses as well. Okay, so that's the one we're going for. Yeah, look here. These 2 bases are like going to meet up soon, aren't they? It's going to be cool. I'm sorry, but like, I'm not a prankster type, but if I were a prankster type, I would be writing something on that. I would so be writing something on that. Big opportunity. What's happening with the Xisuma Search channel, says Robar. There'll be a new video. Later today or tomorrow. Or the day after that. Sometime soon there'll be a video. He wants people to write on his billboards. Oh, I'm sure he does. You just want to get me in trouble, don't you? Right. So Mumbo and Llama is a great one. Okay. So it's a regular one, so we just need that bit. Let's go find a spot for Mumbo. Gotta wait for Mumbo to log in as well, so we won't see anything in the book just yet, but that will be his story, so it doesn't matter who's top. What was that one? Nether Quartz. Etho's mind more than me. This... Why is Grian not on the list? He was on there before, right? He had like 10,000, I'm sure of it. Or maybe he hasn't logged in a while. I thought we made the book... I think we looked at the scoreboard and Grian was on top. That might be it. He might not have logged in since we placed it. So I'm leaning towards the Cub Van one just because we're just going to make like a colourful rainbow of bundles with like a little left to right thing. But what other blocks slash things in the game evoke the bundle? Like I could do a piece of level with string and then the rainbow bundles. And then we kind of want to get like a model of each hermit into these. That's going to be a consistent thing. Joel's horse is killed. That's correct, yeah. Is there one for Pearl yet? No, I don't think we've done one for Pearl. I guess we could just have like Cub leaning. Another idea would be to have Cub leaning, holding the bundle, and have just random items flowing out from one side to the other. That might be like a high effort thing that doesn't end up looking that good. X, did I play Wordle this week? I plan on playing it in a future live stream. Pickles place for Pearl? Could be one that we do. Yeah, bows again. This one we might not actually do that. It's all about telling a story for each hermit now. He could trip and loads of items could fall out. So he'll be more like slumped across. If he's backwards like this, looking up, that really tells you the story of like, oh, you've fallen over. But then if it goes upwards, then it can be a little more satisfying. And we can probably stick with the rainbow thing because we could just use rainbow wall blocks above it. Or let's use dyes. Let's use okay. That I am satisfied with. I now feel like yes, that will make something cool. Now we need a piece of this. We need a piece of string. We need an armor stand. We need a Cub fan head. Gonna need my dyes box. So we got most of the stuff here. We got leather, we can dye the leather. Might need to go check out Cub's skin. It's like a white overcoat, isn't it? So we've got to get him in a fancy lab coat. Cub fan 135. Try that again. My 3 button on the keyboard needs a good firm press. Like, should I spend $15 on my 2 dream games or not? I don't know why you'd think I'd be qualified to answer that for you. Apparently, wait, what? Oh, huh. What is that? Oh, I see. Something new added on this website that I'm using that was a little confusing. Yeah, it's the white lab and then like the cyan shorts or trousers. And then black boots. That's pretty straightforward. That's pretty simple. All right, we've got it. We've got it. So let's go see if we can get a Cub fan head. I don't think I've got one, so you know. 15 and 50 are vastly different numbers. They sure are. Ooh, new building. Another. I was going to say Rendog Classic, and then I was thinking, wait, what's the name of the corporation again? Why is my brain so slow? I'm watching Gigacorp. Oh my god, see, I'm getting old. Getting old, peeps. The brain's too slow. Gigacorp. Oh, I also wonder sometimes if the brain is like too distracted. I noticed like my attention feels fractured a lot between different ideas, and I've been very deliberately trying to watch like less YouTube videos and put more time into just enjoying music or keeping things air quotes simple. But even then, you know, as soon as I turn on, okay, no Cub fan heads. As soon as I turn on the computer and open Discord, it's just like, whatever I was about to do, there's now 5 other things. And so that ability to like focus directly on stuff, I just feel constantly like pulled in different directions. And, you know, if I watch a Hermitcraft video, I'm probably doing something else on the side at the same time. It's like, I think that kind of behavior is bad. Assuming you should host a Kahoot. A Kahoot? How does one host a Kahoot? How is Efo dealing with all the heads from Frogger? Ooh, that might be an interesting one for Efo, to just have like a bunch of frogs and then a frog statistic. Right, since Cub is going to be air quotes headless, we'll replace him with this so we know where his head is going to be, as we need to get the proportions and stuff correct. So tunic, trousers, and boots. Very good, very good. Dyes for them: cyan, black, and white. Let's start with the lab coat. Down to the trousers, then the boots. Oh, I accidentally put it in the bundle. Well done, me. Now, I wonder if this bundle that I put on the armor stand could hold an item, because we could actually, like, have something in it. As, like, a little Easter egg, maybe. Armor stands, we low. Surely I would have left a bunch back here. Okay, okay. I can work with this. I can work with this. Right, how many does that make me? 13? Let's just make a bunch more for the long run. Okay. Right, so Cub's going to be leaning backwards over this thing because he's just tripped and taken a fall. There's our good old placeholder Cub. Let's see. No base plate, no gravity. Show the arms, yes please. Poses. Do we have anything that resembles falling backwards a little bit? One thing I will say is that when you rotate the torso, for something that looks like falling back, it detaches itself from where the legs are. Yeah, that's going to be awkward. What can we get away with here? First of all, let's back you up on top of that thing a little bit. So, it's the correct direction, like here. Now, if I go and move the body back a little bit, like, we're kind of limited because it comes away. Now, if I am to use... Oh, I might just be a lucky devil. I might just be a lucky devil. Check this out. We need those legs to disappear because we want to keep the arms. So, what if we put this thing far enough back that the legs are completely inside? There you go. Can't see them, right? Now we'll adjust the head to be like, blah. Cub's really taking a fall here. Okay, arms. Nope, you go back. One arm like that. Let's use some numbers here. Minus 60. There we go. That's what we want. All right, we liking that. We liking that, peeps. Next one goes in. This is for the downstairs. This one will be invisible. No need to show the arms, right? Now when we do the legs... Hang on, we got the wrong one. Now, have we? Huh. Why have they got adjusted positions already? I don't know. Interesting how that middle part stays where it is. And now the position... About there? Oh, that's good. That's good. I think I want to change the legs though. So I want that one to be further up, this one to be more in. Also a little bit of like wiggle to the side maybe. Just there's a bit more action to it. Now we need to twist Cub's head. Yeah, we've still got the wrong one. Not by much. You really want to see its Cub fan when you approach. This is cool. That's a very broken spine. Yeah, poor Cub. Poor Cub. Gonna have to see the doctor. But now he's nice. I think we can mix it up a little bit here. I think we can send you that way a little bit and maybe just downplay the rotation there and on the head. Just a tiny bit. Still looks a bit severed, doesn't he? So that would be this. There you go. Right, so now we need the bundle. Now I could put it in his hand, but I'm not sure what it's going to look like. So yeah, that is unfortunately not going to work. I would like that back. No! I just want... no! I just want... no! Okay. There we... oh, thank goodness, thank goodness. Right, let's go ahead and lock. Lock. Time to get a bundle in place. Gonna slap that on this guy. Show arms, yes. This goes to the head slot. If I press... no, what am I doing here? That one. Invisible, yes. Base plate, no. Movement now. Alright, come forward a little. Like that. Now we probably want to give it a little bit of rotation here. But I'm not sure what axis... oh, there you go. Perfect. Maybe even lower it down a touch. Gravity. Yes. No gravity. Take that. Should be able to click... okay, we clicked on the locked one. Like, I want to click on the one with the bundle now. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll use this to locate the one with the bundle. Modify and lock it. Very good. Okay, so Cubs... oh, do you know what we never did? We never figured out the blocks behind it. What should the blocks behind it be? I feel like they've all got to be unique and different. Chat, I need your help now. I know I've been ignoring you, but now you've got to save the day. What's the texture behind it got to be? Zephyr says X, I got to go. Not now, my dude. I need your help more than ever. Skulk for Cub. Oh, I think Skulk isn't going to work with the rainbow in front of it. Yeah, that's... oh my god. I think the idea that I had earlier was actually... I did get a whiff of something when I said Cub, but I think it might have been to do a Skulk statistic for Cub, but I think we're going to stick with this. Because, there you go. Only listens when he needs us. How typical. Skulk is going to be... okay, Skulk and Amethyst, they're too... the problem is they're too colourful. I know Skulk might not seem it, but that cyan is really going to... do you know what, actually? I think we might get away with it. By the way, I think I have 0 Skulk blocks. Yep. So I'm going to go pinch some from Cub. Since it's for his mural. Yeah, I get it. We can make this work. We can make this work. Packed mud. Yeah, that would be a more neutral colour, right? Like, that brownish colour will sit nicely behind, you know, but if you pick something like this, then green and cyan would sort of blend into it a bit is the problem. Now, who can tell me, where does Cub keep his skulk? If I were Cub fan, I would have built a storage system. That's what I'd say about anyone, though. Oh, this is super cool in here. Oh my god. He organises using his memory. Oh, what a terrible thing to rely on. I wouldn't even remember that I set it up that way. Oh no. Hey, there we go. I probably don't even need a whole stack. Very good. Literally all around his house. Yeah, I'm not going to pinch it out of the ground. That would be cheeky. That would be kind of cheeky. Storage system works perfectly. I guess it does store blocks. It does do that. Whew. See, the thing is, sometimes with the armor stands, you have to nudge them into the blocks a little bit, and then they don't like it. That's why I panicked, because we need to get that done, like, ASAP. I think this will work just fine. Alright, let's get rid of the next 2 rows. Very good. Put that in here, put those in... Oh, no, we're about to use more of them. Right, now, we're going to go for the rainbow effects. Rainbow starts with purple, right? Blue. Now, I think I went straight to cyan, then lime, and then these 3, right? Now, one thing we could do is maybe add magenta at the bottom. So we'll go for 8. We're going to go for 8 of these. Now, can I get away with just 4 armor stands? Let's create a pose where the arms are up in the air. This is going to be super interesting. So, okay, first of all, we need to see your arms. The thing there is that I want to swap. Nope. Nope. Yes. Okay, that's good. Now what do we do? Now what do we do? This is where we got to think about where the armor stand is going to be, right? Because it's going to go back into the wall, which is a problem. So we need to rotate this one around. And I'm going to want it to be kind of close to the red one. So we're going to do something similar here. Okay, typing numbers might benefit us a lot real soon. That's pretty good. But I'm gonna want one to be a bit above the other. So it's gonna go. Oh, do you know what? My idea of using a rainbow is a little silly because I'm picturing a rainbow in my head, but actually we're just transitioning from one color to the other. So we're gonna go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 blocks. We're gonna put roughly 2 on each one. I can see how we're gonna make this work now. This is exciting stuff. This is super interesting because we're gonna make life easy for ourselves by copying this pose. Press the undo button. Let's make sure no gravity. Yes. Now we'll copy. Okay, I'm gonna set up 3 others. We have to put the secondary color on first each time. We've got to paste that pose. Click. Yep. Then we swap. Nope. I'll learn what the icons are eventually. Then we put in the thing. So let's go paste our poses. Like this. Now we have to go secondary first. Press the button. Beautiful stuff. Again, secondary will be first. Press the button. And we got beautiful stuff. Whew. Interesting, isn't it? The only thing I'll say now is that I kind of wish, I don't think there's a way to get around this. I kind of wish the armor stands are upside down because their hitboxes are just going to be in the way of the lectern, I reckon. X, no, purple goes first. Before magenta? I don't think it does. Not the way we're going to do it. Doesn't have to be a perfect rainbow. Okay, let's start with this one because it's closest to where we want it to go. I think it's like two blocks that way. Let's try 1.5. Are we always going to go 1.5 blocks? I think we need to go a little closer to the wall, especially if we want to be able to click on the armor stand. Sorry, the lectern. Because if this thing goes into the wall, those will render as black, which is why we've swapped their direction around. So hopefully you'll be able to click on that. Okay, so now we're at like minus 1.75, and I think that's still got to go a little bit further. So minus 0.1. Now we're at 8.5. I think that's about as good as you're going to get it. Looks to me like the hitbox won't be right there, so that's something. Now we're going to take this one at minus 1 block there. Okay, next one's going to go in. So we need to go to the side by 1. Let's see if we've got this correct. Minus 1.85. And it's in the correct height as well. Interesting. Right, so can we wiggle? This is where the idea might come apart a little bit. I might have assumed something here that's not too great for what we're doing. Let's do it this way. We want the purple one. Okay, left arm goes down a bit. Right arm goes up. Then we've got to rotate it in. Then we've got to rotate that out. Then probably make it invisible. Then this one, it would be helpful if this were invisible. Ah, that don't look too bad. But how will it synergize with this? It's kind of the next question. Whew, looks like we're going to get away with it. It's going to work, isn't it? It's going to work. Now, I think I kind of want more of a, like a bow forming. Yeah, so let's get that coming that way. Like an arc is what I should be saying. Right, let's see. I think we're going to go 1.5 on this one. This will be minus 1.85. Then we need to go up a block. Now we're in the correct spot. Let's make you invisible. And adjust a couple of these arms, right? Oh, look at that. Oh no, when we go down, it kind of clips into the wall a bit. Can we finagle our way out of that? Okay, let's bring it up to where we can see the whole thing. Let's mess around with the other arm. Let's say we want that one to be higher. That seems to work. Okay, let's go ahead and change that to 0.75. Very good. Kinda maybe not got enough space here for the red and the yellow. So can we go change the original Cub fan one? I don't know what one I'm editing right now, but it should be locked. It's that one there that we want to modify. It's not locked. I think there's a bug. I think there's a bug with them coming unlocked. So left arm's good. Let's go ahead and move that to about there. Then we're going to go modify the one with the bundle. And I can't remember what's going to change here. I think it's actually on the head, isn't it? Yeah, it's on the head. Like that. Then I think the whole thing needs to be lowered a fraction. There you go. Gives us a bit more room for the next one. Let's try and get that yellow one again. Yeah, there it is. Come this way a bit. give that a lock, even though it doesn't seem to work. All right, minus 1.85. We can do that. Lost track of it now. There it is. 2. Up by 1. Oh, very nice, very nice. Make it invisible. Yes, please. Yes, please. So the left arm is that one. Good. I think I want to move it slightly this way. Oh, that looks like the job's done. Oh, look at that. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool, isn't it? Maybe if you wanted to be a perfectionist, you might just adjust the gap down the bottom here. What one are we looking at? Like, we can probably do this a little bit now, can't we? Can I get to the very bottom one? Ah, that one gets a bit clipped. That's an issue. Not sure if I made it look that much better, but that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I think that's a job done right there. That is a job done. I feel happy about that. Zephyrus says, oh man, I gotta go. You said that earlier. You filthy liar. You don't gotta go anywhere. Right, that's notes for this project. That can go in there. We like a good clean inventory, don't we? We like a good clean inventory. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Why does yellow look brown in that light? Yeah, it does a little bit, doesn't it? Just the way it's rendered, I guess. That is so cool. That is so cool. And we will strive to do one of those every single live stream. Now, I did have one other thing that I wanted you to remind me to do. Can you remember what it is? Let's see who's been here since the very beginning. Anyway, chat, if you've enjoyed today's stream, hit that follow button. I'm going to stream again Sunday. Probably, I will aim for the morning, but it might end up being a midday thing because I'm going to go for a run. It depends on what kind of mood I'm in. Saturday, I might go to bed early, get up early and run. We'll see. And then Tuesday, so 2 more Hermitcraft streams, right? We are doing stuff and making progress. Check this out. Look at what we did today. Don't it look amazing? I think it looks amazing. Let's zoom out a touch. That'll do. Right, so no one in chat remembers. No one's been here since the beginning. Oh my god, I'm so disappointed. How could you not give me all of your time and attention? That is just disrespectful. Jokes aside, it was to do the map stuff with Jevin, but I think I've run out of time. So next stream we will put a little focus on that and do it early on. Today though, I am going to raid someone. Obviously. What am I trying to think of doing next? Clicking on something? Yeah. Peeps, it's the end of my live stream. Stick around if you'd like to be a part of a raid, and if you would like to check out my music, Soulside Eclipse. It's written on the screen. You can find it on all the major streaming platforms. There's a whole album of music for you to listen to if you've never heard it before. Thanks for taking the time to check it out if you choose to do so. Otherwise, should we do a random Minecraft channel today? Oh, I'll tell you what, I'll send you over to Fwip. Fwip's an amazing Minecraft builder. I'm sure you'll see some really cool stuff over on his channel. And I'm hitting the raid button before I end my stream. I can already see cool stuff that he's doing and plans for building. You'll enjoy this. Anyway, I'm off. Enjoy the raid, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.